Hello and welcome to Before Tacky Podcast. I'm here at Pitti Uomo, January 24th, and we're going to talk about the Michigan Fashion Design Collective. Did anyone think clothing was still made in America and especially in Michigan? Well, believe it or not, it is. I'm quite shocked myself. We all thought New York was the fashion capital, but there are other places, and I'm very happy and proud to present them to you today. So I'm going to have everyone introduce themselves and tell me about their brand and, you know, what it is that makes it so unique.
Hello, I'm Justin High. My wife and I, JB High, are owners of High's Adventure Gear, adventure outdoor gear for everyday life, hand sewn, made in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan by her and I.
But what's unique about it is the material is very light.
Ultra lightweight, waterproof, non breathable, but windproof and extra durable material. So,
And it's very colorful out there.
thank you.
I'm Gina Thorson. I'm with a brand called Stormy Cromer, also based in Michigan's Upper Peninsula. And we are an American heritage brand that dates back to 1903 with a very iconic wool cap with an earband that covers your ears and keeps you very, very warm in Michigan winters and elsewhere. We have expanded the brand to include outerwear, vests, jackets, shirts, accessories, even some pet products, which we did not have here at Pitti, but we have a wide range of options for your whole family to keep you warm and with that retro American style.
Now, let me ask you something. Where would I buy that product, and can it be used for urban wear, for example?
Absolutely. So we sell on our website, www.stormycromer.com. And in the U.S., we sell coast to coast in a number of retailers. But yes, we see people wearing it for urban wear. One of my co-designers here was wearing it today. We're wearing one of our coats, looking very, very fashionable indeed. So it can be adapted to an urban environment.
Okay, well, I live in Berlin, guys, so trust me, I do look for warm clothing when it gets minus 10 degrees.
Well, we definitely have you covered.
All right, thanks.
Hello, my name is Boswell. I'm the designer and owner of Boswell Millinery. We're a bespoke hat company started in the early 90s. We took a break from hat design and pursued fashion photography for many years. Began designing again in 2018 and did our first showing in Paris in 2020 at Showroom Place des Vosges with Yoshi Yamamoto and Anna Sui and my sister brand Lisnob. So,
And tell us about your hat. What's the great hat design?
the hats they're kind of in three segments, this collection. We have industrial felt, and we have Salome rabbit fur blocked hats, and then we have cut and sewn sparkle, Italian sparkle knit hats.
Oh, all righty. And they're all made and materials sourced in the United States?
Most of the material is sourced in the United
But everything's
States.
made
In Detroit,
in Detroit.
by hand.
You heard it here.
To order.
You heard it here. They're making hats in Detroit.
Hello, my name is Aki Chocolate, and I'm here to represent BMA Bags. I designed a capsule collection for them called BMAC. It's for the little more adventurous male, whether you go to a supper club, a nightclub, or a club class travel, transatlantic, the bag is for you. I'm a Pitti Uomo veteran. I've been coming here for years, actually probably decades, and it was a dream to bring a collective fellow Michigan designers here, and here we are, and we couldn't be happier.
Oh wait, hold on one minute. You have a bag that's an animal print. Where did you come up with that?
Well, like I said, it's for the more adventurous consumer, and animal print is always something that I loved. It was good enough for Diane Reeland. It is good enough for me.
Okay.
Hello, I'm Eric. I'm one of the owners of Detroit Denim. We are a small boutique denim brand in Detroit where we design, pattern, cut, and sew. We basically do everything in Detroit. We make our jeans in a made-to-order model. So taking a nod from the auto industry, we utilize a lean manufacturing methodology, which allows us to provide denim in a far more sustainable manner where we don't make anything unless it's been ordered. But the benefit also with that is that we're able to provide fully customized jeans for a incredibly wide range of sizes and shapes. We use mostly U.S. denims. We do utilize a handful of some really nice Japanese selvage denims as well, and sometimes even a little bit of Italian. I'm actually wearing one of our Italian denims right now, but our focus is on vintage and dead stock American denim when we can find it.
Why did you decide on denim?
Uh, I've been a denim nerd pretty much all my life, and uh, I was in a corporate world for a while. It wasn't really fulfilling. I wanted to do something that I had passion about, and it just so happens it was denim, and just so happens I was in Detroit, and it just so happens that there was a low barrier to entry when I started this, and here we are.
Hi, my name is Cassidy Tucker. I am the founder of Deviate along with my sister Kelsey Tucker. And Deviate started 6 years ago. We are actually based in Highland Park, Michigan, and we focus on creating garments that are made from zero waste production processes, which means we take upcycled and vintage garments and create men's and women's wear luxury collections. And we're just so excited to be here with the Detroitissimi group.
So tell me, what is the signature piece from your luxury collection?
We love jackets. We are based, in the north. So my sister is the designer. I'm on the business side, and she does a lot with duster jackets, so long jackets that are quilted and also use, antiqued and vintage fabrics. So we like to take forgotten textiles and transform them and give them new purpose and new life.
Very sustainable.
Hi, my name is Ken Walker. I'm the founder of K Walker Collective. We're a contemporary high street apparel brand based in Detroit. This is my second time at Pitti Uomo. I brought my summer collection last June, so I was excited to bring a lot of the outerwear, which is usually my favorite aesthetic to work with. We did start as a menswear brand, but we do make an eclectic range of products that have appealed to women as well. We know fashion is becoming more and more genderless, so we do find very audacious approaches with our fabrics and the color choices that we choose as well.
Now, I see a lot of color with your collection. Tell me about that. I see orange, I see yellow.
Well, that was women. Women told me to add more color. So they were very vocal about something more bold and audacious. And I think when you wear different colors, it has a really big impact on your mental state as well. And we know in the North, as Cassidy mentioned, it sometimes can be a little depressing, and I think for me, when you wear a yellow puffer coat, it does something to your mood and it makes you feel a little bit more happier in those darker times.
Oh, okay.
Hi, hello. My name is Hodge Fleming. I'm the founder of Modern Athlete. We create elevated essentials, and we created for what we call the everyday athlete. It's based on my health journey. We wanted to reimagine basics. I don't like to wear suits unless it's to a funeral or a wedding. And so we wanted to be able to create products that had an element of performance because we're all athletes. So our signature shirt or piece is our full button shirt, and we have our logo on the front. And we have other pieces where we have side zips and elements that just help people to be high performers. We believe that everybody has the 1% mindset, and we try to integrate that into every single piece. And we're based in Detroit and excited to be a part of this collective.
So wait, I have one question for you. Okay, I see on your shirt you have Modern Athlete. Why did you put that on your shirts?
So if you think about a sports team or think about athletes, typically teams have their logo
monogram,
going across the chest. But if you think about it in the business world, sometimes we don't see logos that are that bold. And what we look at is that we are really focused on the everyday athlete being a change maker, being somebody that drives culture. But we try to do it. They want their work to speak volumes, but then the product is quiet luxury. And so that's kind of the way we approach all of our pieces.
All right, I have a question for all of you then. When I think of Detroit and I think of Michigan, I think of cars, post-industrial or industrial revolution. Why did y'all decide on fashion and not building something, mechanical?
Okay, so I can jump in on that one. In Detroit, we build stuff. But the mindset might be that we only build cars, but we build watches, we build, and we design stuff. And so I just think that if you look at how the world has changed over time, Everybody is not looking for a brand new car, but they want something that kind of represents themselves. So I know for us, we just are a part of that Detroit DNA.
We actually started our brand up in Alaska doing adventure sports. We saw the niche of the materials, the right fit, the right feel, the right weight for our needs. So we started making them, and it caught on to, and it works perfect in the UP. And where we're at is a lot of influence and the conditions that we live in of 300 inches of snow a year. And Lake Superior is all influence on what we need and what everybody around us needs. So we make it for that.
Okay. Wait, okay, so here's another question for you guys then. What about, another question I have for you is like, do you think a little project, I don't think this is a little project, I guess it's a big project, I don't know. Do you think it would change the reputation of Detroit or Michigan, make it seem like it's a bit more creative?
I think so, because I think the perception is that in America, fashion is only popular in New York and LA and these other markets. We are a city that has always been prided in luxury and quality. And I think this is showing the world, that there is more happening in Michigan, that there are brands all over the state from every category that you can purchase from as well. So I think a lot of buyers, they're not privy to seeing, and hearing our stories as well and how we come up with a lot of our designs as well.
Want to answer that?
I can also answer. Yeah, just building off of what Ken said, I think a lot of people have a specific idea of what Detroit is. We're based in Highland Park, so we've been connected with the Detroit community for a while. But Detroit has been a part of so many renovations, or revolutions, and movements from techno, to graffiti and art. There's a lot of incredibly talented artists, and the creative community within Detroit is, I would say, probably one of the best creative communities in the nation. And I think that a lot of people don't necessarily recognize that because there is this other stronger narrative about the city. So I think as people start to get more involved and more connected with what's really going on in the city, they're going to look at Detroit in a new and different way.
And Detroit happens to be the only UNESCO city in the United States, so city of design. So we're really proud of that.
Really? Detroit's a UNESCO city?
Yes, the only one.
The
only one in that state.
I had no clue.
I always think of Detroit as a design city before an automotive city.
And so I always thought of it really, it's called a motor city. I never thought of it as
Motown, the music that's come out of the city, the healthcare inventions, there's tremendous amounts of stuff that's been designed there.
right.
Even Cranbrook and the Eames, right? Ray and Charles Eames, the chairs, the architecture, huge amounts of design, and automotive was just kind of a byproduct of the design.
Right.
They designed an assembly line. Yeah, the furniture, everything. So why not design clothes? It just kind of makes sense.
True. Okay.
We design a lot of stuff.
Oh, I had no idea. Like I said before, because when they announced this during Pitti, I said, okay, I'm a little confused. I thought New York or Los Angeles. But when you say Detroit and fashion, you just go, I think Detroit and Ford and General Motors here. So it's kind of refreshing to see that happening. And another thing I've noticed, all of you guys, I see a model I guess sustainable. You guys don't overproduce, I'm noticing. Nothing mass, nothing fast. Everything seems to be based on quality and a passion for doing it. Is that true?
Absolutely. We take great, if you came to my factory, which we welcome people in to see what we do, every single one of our employees who touches our products have an amazing amount of pride and passion in their work. And I think that sort of attitude to our work is indicative of Michiganders. We take great pride in what we do. And, when Eric said he thinks of Detroit as a design city, I think of the state as a place that makes things. And it doesn't have to just be cars. It's all these things. We are makers at heart, and our employees in particular are makers. And when they travel and they might see someone wearing one of our iconic caps, they're incredibly proud that has been there. And everything that leaves our factory is top notch and is going into the hands of someone who we in fact, our hats are guaranteed for life. We intend that you're going to have that hat for the rest of your life, and you might even pass it on to your grandson. So that's the way we work.
Is that true for all the brands? I guess it's really it's going to last a long time.
Yeah, I don't think we're into fast fashion, right? And so also, I think there's a lot of technology that's also embedded in terms of the stuff that we do, right? I know even like when we launched our first collection, part of what we did is we had an NFT like connected to it. And so it was so that people could authenticate every single piece that was made. And so I think, you know, even thinking forward in terms of like what models make the most sense, when you think about luxury, people want something that everybody doesn't have, right? And so we want to create unique pieces that people love. The price is going to be a little bit elevated, but the reality is that you're going to be able to amortize that, and then you're going to take great pride in being able to wear that stuff and to be able to show it off.
Okay, you heard it here, folks. Oh, and do you guys want to tell everyone where they can buy your products?
Sure. Highs Adventure Gear is available online worldwide, highsadventure.com, or at our shop and sewing shop in Calumet, Michigan.
Boswell Millinery is available at boswellmillinery.com for the world.
DetroitDenim.com, or come on down to Cass Avenue. We'll hook you up.
We're at StormyCromer.com. That's Cromer with a K. You can also find us on Instagram at StormyCromerOfficial and see more about us.
You can find Deviate at deviatefashion.com or on Instagram at deviate_fashion.
You can find K Walker Collective at kwalker.co, and also down the street from Detroit Denim, we are actually on Cass Avenue as well.
You can find Modern Athlete at modernathlete.com. We go direct to the consumer. We're on all social platforms with The Mod Athlete. And if you want to see us live and living color, we are down at New Lab in at Michigan Central.
Any final words? Okay, thank you so much. Have a good time in Florence.
Yeah.